Welcome to this new Addon Spotlight. In this Addon Spotlight we're gonna look at the Heinkel Hotel Echo 162 Salamander V0.9 Hector, which we already looked at in our earlier release. So this is the, let's say, I think it's the first one, but maybe I'm messing up. I'm double checking it as we speak. I think this is the first update that it will receive. Yes, it's the first update it has received after the initial release. So it took them a month to, I would say, make some adjustments based on the feedback. So the first things what they did is they changed the visual effects being reworked, right? So you can see that, I would say, compared to from what I remember looking at it lately, they made some modifications which make the aircraft look even nicer. In addition to this, they changed the power settings to real power to reach the required speed at all altitudes. And there is a description in all liveries. It has now been corrected, right? You can select different liveries. And there was the text which was not always correct. That's something they fixed. There's also a warning. They say now be careful on takeoff now with more power available. So probably they, I would say, increase the power of this aircraft to make sure that it can meet all the speeds at all the altitudes as they mentioned earlier. And they say, and more. So let's go inside the aircraft and let's see if we can spot some differences. Here we can see some cool things. We can see everything is in German, right? It's a German aircraft. And did we see some enhancements here? It looks like they changed the buttons here a bit. Different coloring. And then we hear of some other stuff. We can't open the, can we open? Oh yeah, so we now can open the canopy. I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly, but that's really cool. That's also what I saw recently with another aircraft, right? So I really like that. So we're gonna close it. Here are the flaps. We've got the, this is the compass, as it looks like. We've got the speedometer, the climb rate, the temperature, the clock, of course, and then some other meters like the volts, and the temperature. I think I already discussed that. Then the kilogram per centimeters, and then we have the magnetic compass. And you can see that not for everything it's, I would say, showing what it is, right? So this is the oil pressure, this is the magnetic compass, this is also clock. So let's see if we can, I would say, start the engine, right? So what do we have here? The rudders, and here we've got the throttle. So always make sure that the throttle is set to 0, right? If not set to 0, then weird things might happen. And here's the power button, right? So there are now lights here, so we can switch on everything. Well, almost everything. Pilot heat. So I'm still trying to figure out how we can start the engines, because here's the throttle, but if we can't find it, then we're gonna do it the easy way, of course. And the easy way is pressing the Ctrl E key for those who are unaware of that. If it really starts, fingers crossed. Sometimes you can hear it from the background, right? So you can see the pilot is also seated in the aircraft now. You can hear the engine starting. Can see some meters flowing here. The oil pressure starts to increase. And also this one, the I think it's the U per minute. Probably it's the RPMs per minute, or well, no, it's a jet, so it doesn't have RPMs probably. Watch out when watching in the engine. You see the engine starting. And I think they also made some wear here, right? So you can see the aircraft is being used. The only thing I'm wondering is, okay, hey, why did they have, I would say, almost flat tires on the back and some kind of rub tires on the front? But probably that's, I'd say, that's normal for this aircraft. So let's give it some time before to make sure that it starts correctly. The flaps are set to 0, right? So that's cool. Oh, this is the start. To start the engine, click to start, but it doesn't react yet. Probably that's me. So, shall we check if it started? I would expect it, so let's see if we can. Yes, you can see it, right? It goes directly, it goes down. So let's remove the parking brakes and let's see how much throttle it has. Oh. Take the detour. And we're gonna go over the taxi. And we're gonna go to the start of the runway. You can see that it goes crazy fast also with removing the parking brake, right? So be aware of that. Cameras are working nicely. So, not sure what it's doing, but it looks like it's almost wanting to take off or something. It's shifted to the left. Crazy time. So let's reduce the speed a bit. Right, this is the other camera view. Gonna take some distance from the car in front of us, which is probably going to unload some baggage. Now we need to drive like this. Probably we're taking an illegal route. So here's 16A, so let's see what we can do. Can be very careful. So we're gonna align to the runway. Here we go. Gonna set the parking brake again. Right, so we're ready for takeoff. So let's push the throttle. You can see that the oil pressure is increasing. The RPMs also increasing, or the use per minute. If somebody knows where U stands for, then let me know. Gonna make adjusting the aircraft, so because it's going crazy to the left side, so be aware of that. You can see it's almost pushing the aircraft to the left, so once you're airborne, it looks like everything is fine. Small adjustment to the trim, not too much, of course. And we're airborne. So here we're flying. Gears up. Doesn't work yet. So be aware of that. So you can see that it climbs pretty steep, right? We did set the trim pretty hard. So we're climbing a pretty crazy high climb rate. But the aircraft, it's acting pretty normal, right? So let's see if we can make some turns. So you can see some nice city. And we're going full throttle right now, right? So that's nice. So let's see if we're decreasing the throttle, you can also see that the aircraft directly backs out. So don't forget to adjust the trim. And we're flying into the snowy mountains. You can see that the aircraft is a little bit shaky, but other than that, it flies perfectly. Like already previously, that was also the case, right? So there is still some work to do, right? Like gears, etc., which are not going up and down. But other than that, I would say it's a nice one. You can see that the engine's flames are coming out of it. So if you would put your own barbecue wurst or sausage behind this, then it would be, I would say, well, completely burnt within a few seconds or maybe even minutes. And here we're flying. Nice, right? So here ends this add-on spotlight. In this add-on spotlight we looked at a nice aircraft. It is the second version of the aircraft and it's called the Heinkel, or the Heinkel, sorry, Hotel Echo 162 Salamander. It's coming with multiple liveries, right? So this is not the only livery. This is the default livery which we're using. So feel free to download it. I will put the download link in the description of this video so you can download it and give it a try yourself. Again, here ends this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you've got questions or comments, then feel free to post your comment in the comment box below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.